All is not lost quite yet for Hearts' victory at Aberdeen just before the international break, keeping alive the faint embers of hope that relegation can somehow be avoided. The financial uncertainty off the field remains, though. On the field, Callum Paterson and Ryan Stevenson, their best chances of getting the goals required to gain valuable points. Ross County arrived at Tynecastle still looking for their first win on their travels this season. They were on a run of 3 straight defeats. Former Hearts striker Gary Glenn led that goals hunt. With the story of the match, here's Brian McLaughlin.
It was a vital game for both clubs as they strive towards Premiership survival. It was a 330-mile round trip for Staggies fans, and fair to say all inside Tynecastle had their money's worth. County had not won away from home in the league since defeating Aberdeen at Pittodrie in February, and they were gifted a goal midway through the first half. Callum tapping with an inch-perfect pass to Graham Carey, who could scarcely believe his good fortune and took full advantage with a clinical finish. The lead though lasted just 5 minutes. Scott Robinson's miss-hit corner eventually falling to Callum Paterson. A fine finish by the young striker allowed space and time though to turn by the County defence before firing a left-foot volley beyond Mark Brown. Jamie Walker was proving to be a real thorn in the County defence. On this occasion, Captain Richie Bridden wrestled him to the ground, earning a yellow card that was to have consequences later in the game. Chances again though for County. A terrific effort from Rocco Quinn that thundered off the underside of the crossbar, the ball clearly not crossing the goal line. Then another gift from Hearts, Jamie Hamill, this time giving Dutch striker Kevin Lucassen an opportunity. Jamie McDonald saved the day. One final chance in the opening period for Ross County. Gary Glenn setting up Quinn. Again the Hearts keeper though came out on top. They did though manage to find their way back in front early in the second half. Gary Glenn setting up Lucassen. Hearts defence failing to clear before Melvin Delu fired the ball home from 16 yards. 9 defenders in and around the 18-yard box for Hearts, but still Delu had time to control the ball before firing home. Then a pivotal moment in the game. Another challenge on Walker by Britton, leading to a second yellow card and an early bath. Little doubt in the mind of referee Crawford Allen about the decision. And with 3 minutes left for play, Hearts made their extra man pay off. Danny Wilson's header eventually ending up in the back of the net. Ryan Stevenson and Brian McLean challenging for the ball. It went in off the post. And another chance for Hearts in stoppage time. Callum Paterson with a header that rattled back off the crossbar, and Jamie Hamill shot wide of target. So close to a winner, but 1 point each after a pulsating afternoon at Tynecastle.
Well, a great effort for the boys again. It's been a difficult season, but we never let our heads go down. We lost 2 really poor goals again. And if we can eradicate that, we'll give ourselves a better chance, because as I say, they've not really had to work too hard for the 2 goals they've got today.
I think that was our best performance, of the season so far. Offensively, we were very good, and defensively at times we had to be good because Hearts, put a lot of crosses and balls into the box like they do. And but overall, I thought it was a terrific afternoon for Scottish football, and it was good to see.
Yeah, good point for Ross County on their travels, but Michael, it seems to me that Hearts making problems for themselves that they don't need to be doing.
No, and you heard Gary Locke mentioning that there himself, that making defensive mistakes that have been punished throughout the season. We've highlighted this one here, the first goal, which is a terrible mistake. Plenty of time and space, no opposition near them. He's got the options, the right back, the centre half. But that one there, the right midfielder's the ball to play. Instead, he tries to play it to the right back and passes it straight to the Ross County player, who's still looking at it. Yeah. And the second goal as well, defensively, we heard Brian in the round-up there, 9 players in and around the box, and they don't clear it, they're not marking anybody, and it's just poor defensively, and they're getting punished for it.
I mean, they've got 2 in there, Ross County, and none of them are picked up. It's a great finish, take nothing away from Ross County, but
sure.
Yeah, it's poor defending when you see that, when you've got 9 in the box and they ain't picking up the 2 Ross County players.
And there was other instances throughout the day as well, you know, this one here where Jamie Hamill, why he doesn't just try and play it back to the centre half rather than the goalkeeper. That was a little bit more fortunate, it was a tighter angle. But it's something that's happened throughout the season for Hearts that they've been punished with. We see here against St Mirren, ball to the back post, there's nobody there. McGinn gets the goal. And these are against teams that they've been competing against at the bottom of the table, where if they're going to get any chance of getting out of the trouble they're in, they've got to try and, you know, make sure they're defeating these teams. Again here at Kilmarnock, simple straight ball up the pitch, and Chris Boyd, you know, does the damage. But saying all that, you know, yesterday Hearts were a lot better going forward. They created a lot of, you know, opportunities, plenty goal-mouth action, and there was a lot of positives there for the manager.
I know you never want to write off Hearts' chances in terms of surviving in the Premiership, Michael, but surely they need to be doing something special to be getting the points on the board, rather than what they are doing is making mistakes.
You know, after watching the game at the weekend there, I'm a lot more confident that, you know, they've got the possibility of getting out of the trouble.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I think, as I said, offensively they looked a lot better. And at the start of the season, you're thinking, without a striker, where are the goals going to come from? And the moment is, if they can keep the defence settled, I think they've got a chance.
Sometimes you don't get the full package, don't you? You want the offensive side, you want the defensive side. If they can shore it up at the back, they're scoring goals now. And let's be honest, we're talking about all their deficiencies. They've got it down to 12 points now, 4 wins, and that's not been the case for lots of the season. So they're hanging right in there.
OK.